Hi guys, welcome to Lunar Moxie Tarot and Astrology. I'm the Benevolent Rebel and I'm going to pull you a tale today. I'm already in the middle of a tale because I got a special speaker and anyway, I took a break and it was charging and I just recorded like 15 minutes without both parts of the wireless speaker on. Anyways, I think I'm just busy trying to get all this out for you guys, but I already pulled. I'm not going to re-pull because I'm not in the middle of the story, but I've just laid a significant foundation here, so I don't want to re-pull. And it's going to be another heavy one, and I wish it wasn't, but I guess that's what Spirit wants the collective to know about. Okay. I pulled grief and sorrow, and then I combined the 3 and the 2 to make 5 and pulled 5 tarot. Okay, on the grief and sorrow. And I got a Page of Rods, a 6 of Cups, a Knight of Cups, a Queen of Cups, and the Hierophant. I also said that the month of February, March, and May be of significance. The number 32 was just preliminary. I pulled, I said that these individuals over here, that this was a family dynamic or situation. There's possibly one child that's a fire sign. There could be others, but this is what's popping up here. There may be somebody with significant Taurus placements. There's a Knight of Cups and a Queen of Cups. Okay, then I pulled this and I asked, okay, about the characters here, and I got animi, animus, okay, man and woman, and I told you that I thought it was like id and ego, or like, you know, it was just kind of, I don't want to say reptilian, but there's something, you know, just basic about it, okay? I don't know that they're totally tapped in, is what I mean, all right? And I said that I did believe that it involved at least one masculine and feminine, that were a couple, because there may be a marriage. The Hierophant could just stand for a marriage or somebody that works in government here, or it could be somebody with Taurus placements that's with this Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups in the upright is a wonderful individual. I had my deck upright, so whether she's in the reverse or not, we'll have to find out from other things. Whether either of them is in the reverse or not, we have to find out from other things. Okay, and then I pulled some of this wild deck oracle, all right, and I pulled, and this is crazy, and I sat here and shuffled them online with you guys, but I pulled the Forest first, okay, and obviously we have grief and sorrow, and I was like, one of these individuals, either the Knight of Cups came, or the Knight of Cups is like this other person bringing a love offer to the Queen of Cups. But we have the Forest here, all right, and then after the then after the Forest we pulled the Bridge. Okay, I shuffled to pull the Bridge, okay, and then that kind of concerned me because I was just saying that the forest is a beautiful place. You know, I like the ones I like real forests, but I could hike a real forest for a very long time. But you can also get lost in a forest, okay? There's a portal there at the bottom. Somebody may have gone for introspection in this forest and may not be able to get out. Like, you can't see the forest through the trees kind of thing, all right? And then we pulled the Bridge, all right? Okay, so, you know, somebody's in separation, or, you know, this kind of had me a little concerned because there's like rainbows on it and there's all those sayings about, you know. Then we pulled Thanatos, okay, Thanatos, which is death, akin to transformation. Doesn't have to be an actual death, but this person, whether they're deceased or not, is going through a severe time of introspection and obviously severe grief and sorrow. And then we pulled this castle, but there's no castle on it. It's just a bunch of jewelry. So to somebody, this is their castle, you know, and it looks like keepsakes of some kind or another. I don't know. They're feminine belongings, okay? And they may belong to this Queen of Cups, and they may be a castle to her in one way or another, okay? But then, you know, or they could have a castle together, okay? And then I said, oh, and then at the bottom of the deck, on the wild deck, we have Father, Cave, the Cave, and the Unseen. Okay, so I kept those out since they were at the bottom of the deck because I do believe this is a family scenario, possibly involving a marriage or commitment, maybe with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, a fire sign placement, at least one child, and one of these the male figure may also have Taurus in his chart, but does not have to, okay? And then I said, well, that said, let's pull some astrology cards before I pulled anything else. And I got, again, the first card I pulled was Aquarius, and I sat there and shuffled, and this is like, Aquarius has come up so many times, and I said, well, it could just be transits because Saturn's in Aquarius. And then I pulled Saturn. Literally, you can't make this shit up. And Saturn just turned retrograde. So what I had explained was with the retrograde turn, you know, anything that was not done properly or done right, and then I pulled transits on that. So one of these individuals may or may not have Aquarius. It remains to be seen, okay? But I said transits might be, you know, of effect. I pulled transits, and then we pulled Saturn, okay? And Saturn just moved in retrograde, okay, which is a big deal because it goes, you know, for a long time, it's a slower moving planet. And kind of when it goes back in retrograde, if you didn't do anything right, Saturn is like duty and structure. And if you take care of duty and structure, and that doesn't mean like making yourself a chain to a life that's not positive for your soul's growth or the souls of other people. It means taking care of like doing the right thing and taking care of your duties on the life that you're on. And when you make changes, you also take care of duties in that manner too, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean like you can never change or evolve. Okay, especially when it's for your soul's higher purpose, if that makes sense. But what happens when it moves in retrograde is it goes back over the track where it already was, and it can bring back karma for those that took advantage of other people or didn't, you know, do things above board. It can kind of bring a little rain of karma down, okay, a negative karma back on the same range that it passed. So that passing through Aquarius, all right. And then I pulled the 12th house. So I said that went along with the forest, that somebody's in a time of deep, you know, introspection. And then I also said, you know, if this person's, if Aquarius is in their 12th house, then their ascendant would be Pisces. Remains to be seen. We have to find out more. Okay, one or both of these individuals may have a Pisces ascendant, and I already said that water is of significance here, but I'm not convinced yet. But what I did say also about this 12th house is that it's like it was called bad spirit in Greek Hellenistic astrology. I don't like to call any, you know, particular house that, because it can be very unsettling for somebody you're reading for. Plus, you can't like go through life thinking that about it, because it can cause massive transformation, okay, in a good way. Like if Pluto goes through it, if Neptune goes through it, if you come through those things well and you pass those tests well, or Saturn, okay, there's always a reward on the other side when it comes into the first house, like major transformation of good or bad. I mean, those are soul lesson tests, okay? I'm not saying that they're not easy. This can also be a place of confinement. It represents prisons. It represents seclusion. It represents a deep, dark forest that you could get lost in, okay, at a time that you're filled with grief and sorrow. It's sometimes you can get lost in your 12th house when you have a lot of transits going through it that are hard. Neptune can bring on addictions. Pluto can bring on bad behavior, devil-like behavior. Kurt Cobain had Pluto on his ascendant. Okay, Pluto and Neptune transits can bring out in a 12th house that then, or on the first house, and I mean, that was part of his regular natal chart, but can bring up addictions and dark issues, okay, of one kind or another. Or it can bring out all the positive things about those, but those aren't just so easy to jump into. Usually it starts with the negative stuff because it's easier to tap into, and it's all around our material world. So, you know, that's sometimes why souls, you know, get lessons of this sort, so that they can evolve, so that they can change, so that they can grow, okay? Whether you believe in multiple lives or one life or whatever, it's part of a soul's growth, okay? We look at it as symbology, okay? I also pulled the 5th house, which is passion, also children, and obviously we have a family situation here. I also pulled Jupiter, and I said, you know, Jupiter is in the middle, about middle of the road of Aries, okay, and that just went, Mars just went over it, so, you know, a lot of, you know, Jupiter's a wonderful planet of luck, but somebody may have some weird transits that are popping off on Jupiter in weird ways, because if you know, just because it's luck and abundance and, you know, the right side of the law, Saturn can also be the law of karma, a little bit different than Jupiter's association with the law, okay? But Jupiter can be great prosperity. But if it hits something weird, it can also expand stuff. expands anything it touches. So it can expand your waistline, it can expand your drinking on top of Neptune, it can do things like that, okay? It can also like expand, you know, cancer or something that's sick inside you or around you in any way, okay? It can expand it, which can sometimes be a blessing, okay? Because it can sometimes, you know, help, just depending. I'm not going to start talking about those kinds of charts in here. But anyways, it's usually a very beneficial planet. So there could be some luck coming up to help with this situation, okay, in this time of grief and sorrow. Well, we'll just have to see, okay? And that's about where I was. I mean, I think I said some other stuff, but that's where I was, okay? That said, let's continue. I'd like to pull at least a couple more. I got Mars. Did I just discuss Mars and Jupiter? It happened like that with every single one of those the whole time I did it. Okay, so I don't know. Sometimes these stories, I'm like, I can't keep doing this. It's like painful story. Some of them are good, really good. It's just a lot of them. And I guess, you know, that's part of it, okay? We pulled Virgo. Somebody may have Virgo placements here of one kind or another. Okay, and we pulled Venus, the beloved. Okay, so somebody could have Venus in their chart, or somebody could be beloved. That's a Virgo. Remains to be seen. I'll pull more as we go through the tarot and pull it together. Okay. What do I want to pull next? Oh, I think that we should pull. I want to pull some on why this person's in grief and sorrow, because I can see that they're in the forest, but and I feel like that's part of the grief and sorrow, as is the 12th house. Okay. Somebody, I mean, this person could be mourning. You don't know. I mean, it's a time of deep inner reflection. Okay, when you tap into it right. Okay. Thanatos is, you know, obviously representative of what I just said, and these are in Aries, but Mars also rules, you know, the traditional Hellenistic ruler of Scorpio, and we have Thanatos out here, so we'll see. Let's do this. Four of Swords. So there is some healing. Queen of Wands. Over something. Somebody's in a time of healing, but the healing's not, or needs healing. The healing's not going so well because they're in grief and sorrow and they may be heavily drinking. Okay, sometimes that happens. The Magician and the Queen of Wands. We may have a female energy that was up to something here. Let's see. Doesn't have to be. Or there could be a feminine energy that's in healing. Okay, something's manifesting here, or something's been manifested. Okay, whether it was good or not a good manifestation, or you know, usually has to do a lot with your intention as a magician. Okay, you engage in negative intentions, you can have negative manifestations. They may work temporarily, but not without getting your karma. Okay, in one way or another. On multiple fronts, but let's see. Tell me why this person's in grief and sorrow. The Magician. Okay, so what we got was the Four of Swords. And the Queen of Wands and the Magician kind of came out together. Okay, and then we just got the Hermit and the Knight of Cups. So that is either a separate individual, and I said that in the first time around, or somebody also has Virgo in their chart. It could be the Knight of Cups, doesn't have to be. Somebody also has fire in their chart here. And I said this Page of Rods was a younger child of one or both of these individuals. And I'm saying that, I mean, because the Six of Cups is right after it. And then it's like I have you know, a love offer, a married couple or some kind, or a couple. And everything else we got supported it. And then we have father. So somebody's a father here. Okay. Why is this person in grief and sorrow? There may be, whoever has Virgo in their chart may have brought a love offer to somebody else or wants to. The Knight, take it as it resonates. If this Queen of Cups also has Virgo placements in her chart, let's see. Okay, when we also have a Queen of Wands and a Magician here. Three of Swords. We have a third party scenario, possibly with two separate women, female energies. Okay? There's heartbreak here, Three of Swords. Four of Cups. Somebody's discontent, this guy, with the grief and sorrow. You feel like he you know, you get the Four of Cups when you feel like you missed out on an Ace of Cups, overflowing divine lift, divine gift from above. Something happened. Okay. Ten of Cups. It was his Ten of Cups. He feel like he missed out on his Ten of Cups. Okay. That's the happy family card, ultimate happiness, and for the cups. Okay. Starts with the Ace of Cups, which is the divine gift, and then you bring it into material manifestation all the way to a Ten of Cups. That's hard to get to because you got to pass over the Eight of Cups, which is like a walk away first, you know, and leaving things that you spent all this time filling up, and then, you know, you have to know when to walk away from an Eight of Cups. Sometimes that's hard to do, but there are times that we need to do that. Okay, but anyway, you have to surpass all those levels of the cups to get up to the Ten of Cups. Okay, ultimate emotional fulfillment. But either this person deemed that he could have that with this person, one of these, individuals, and then didn't get it, and so then we have the Four of Cups, which is sitting around in discontent. All right, because you're either not noticing the Ace of Cups around you, or spiritual or emotional fulfillment. You're not taking advantage of opportunities around you, and you have Three Cups, but you feel discontented with the ones you have. Okay, and sometimes this can be linked to shrinking problems. Okay, because you know you feel so much discontent. There's more than just that. Okay, here. Why is this person in grief and sorrow? There's some sort of fighting, Five of Swords, battle here at some point or another. Tell me more about this. It's over a marriage, the Hierophant. Or if that person's a Taurus, this Taurus was involved. But I don't think so. I think there's a battle, a spiritual battle of some sort, 12th house battle out that's going on under the surface, and one that maybe happened above the surface, okay, is what we have going on here. Tell me about this Queen of Wands and the Magician. What's this? Two of Pentacles, the Chariot. What is this shit? And the Nine of Wands. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. Somebody may have gone away or is at a distance. I already said that. Shit. Knight of Pentacles. Again, with the earth energy, somebody may be trying to plod their way back. Tell me more about this. Somebody either took off, they made a choice. Two of Pentacles, Magician, Chariot. Maybe dealing with somebody also that's like got a lot of skills and has also been hurt in the past, but also maybe may have Gemini, Cancer placements or cusper, but doesn't have to be. Okay, tell me more about this. Justice. Some kind of justice came down. There was some sort of battle, and then we have heartbreak here. Something happened. The Empress. There's somebody's a mother here. Tell me more. Somebody may have Libra placements, Justice and the Empress together. Could be the masculine, okay? That can happen, okay? Very easily. I mean, it's a major arcana card for Libra, as is Justice, okay? It's also linked to Taurus, okay? Because it's linked to Venus, and that Venus rules Taurus and Libra, so. But all feminine figures or male figures can step into an Empress role. That's a master manifester, okay? All 4 queens in one, very in touch with the divine energy, very good nurturer, okay? There's some sort of injustice here, I feel like, either with an Empress or caused by an Empress. The moon, here with this Cancer again, and some of it's secret, or if somebody has some Cancer and there's a lot of heavy emotions here, okay? A lot of heartbreak. Ace of Pentacles, this should have been a brand new start. Something here should have been a brand new start. Or there is a pregnancy here. A secret pregnancy possibly. Empress, Moon, Ace of Pentacles. Some sort of, and the Star. Aquarius, again, maybe of significance. Or there is some new, brand new idea or hope or business route that's taking place that is going to bring somebody a new foundation. And here we go. Ace of Pentacles, Star, 4 of Wands. Significant foundation, that's what I just said. Okay, could be in marriage. Tell me more. 5 of Wands. Lord of Strife. If there was a marriage, it's filled with strife and competition. There's some sort of battle and competition here. There's some sort of commitment that didn't work out, and possibly a third-party situation. I have the 3 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles, then the 3 of Swords. On the 5 of Wands, I have the 3 of Pentacles. There's like some sort of bickering or competition, battling going on with work conflicts somehow, and divine timing, and the Lovers. There's some sort of choice here. I don't know that there was ever, somebody lost out here. Princess of Wands. There's that child again. Hold on. 9 of Cups. I get the feeling that this father's a very good father. This child represents a wish fulfillment for him. 9 of Cups. 9 of Swords and the Devil. This is like anxiety-ridden, over devil-like behavior, or a Capricorn. Somebody with significant Capricorn placements. And options. 3 of Wands, waiting. Let me do something. I gotta have like a shot of espresso. I may break in a minute for spicy tea or a shot of espresso. These things always like drain me. I mean, I'm fine, you know, within a little while after them, but they're just like, they're like a lot. Anyway, okay. Give me one on this, on the masculine. I got 2. I'll take them. I got these. Give me some of this feminine, masculine, please. Somebody here is like a narcissist, one of these females. Doesn't give a shit about anybody but herself. There's secrets here. I mean, something's not happy here. Somebody is out of touch with somebody and out of touch maybe with their selves. Forest, bridge, 12th house. And somebody's in overindulging. And somebody has friends like that overindulge with them. And has possibly picked up mates or lovers in dark places. Okay? Oh, this girl is such a witch. Somebody here is all about the status and how everything looks like on the outside, okay? Even though they're a Queen of Cups. Somebody here is, this Queen of Cups might say. Somebody's been partying too much prior to whatever this is, okay? Somebody may have drinking problems and opiate issues. Take it as it resonates, okay? Somebody here has a lot of secrets, and like I said, somebody here is a narcissist. We have Marie Antoinette. Let them eat cake. She doesn't get it, and she doesn't care. Okay? And that kind of thing goes on until what? Bastille Day. We have somebody here with a lot of sexual issues themselves that may or may not be a like doctor or shrink or therapist of some kind, male or female, okay, that also has a lot of sexual issues themselves, okay? I think we can all agree that Sigmund Freud had a lot of problems. He was a cocaine addict and a sex addict for one, okay? All right, Albert Einstein is here. Okay, so somebody is really smart. And somebody's really tough. Somebody's really tough. Somebody here is not married, and somebody here is, one of these women is not married. Elizabeth I, have the heart of a man and the body of a woman. I would rather be a beggar and a single than a queen and married. Somebody here is single. And is very picky about, doesn't want to get married for anything but love. A clear and is moral. A clear and innocent conscience, fears nothing. And somebody here is also very smart. Albert Einstein. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Okay. There's a lot of duality here. There's a lot of shit going on here that's like sucky. Okay, let me pull a different deck. Tell me about this forest. Something weird going on here. Somebody is like in hiding. Tell me. It's taking a lot of strength to deal with. Oh my God, I feel like this just came up in the Pisces read. Don't give me this shit again. Pardon my French. If any of you have Pisces in your chart, there's like a bad, not bad. It was just, I mean, it was a good. Whoever is dealing with it is going to get out and it's going to be just fine. But the Pisces part 2 was about a bunch of Pisces in breakup, which, you know. Anyway, as I was saying, it was about a Pisces in breakup. And Pisces part 2. Pisces part 1 was absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God, it was so gorgeous. Make sure you see it if you have any Pisces placements, especially if this story resonates with you at all. Okay, because you showed up in part 1 and part 2. Okay, and part 1 is, if part 2 resonates with you and it is like terrible, if this story resonates with you and is like terrible, make sure that you watch those first and then go watch part 1, because it'll blow your mind. Okay? And I always like, when I was little, I used to like eat the other stuff on the plate first and then save the best for last. It's just my way of doing it. Of course, if you want to see part 1, I recorded part 1 first, and then I got to part 2 and I was like, oh God, who is this? Who is this? And it was a breakup. Judgment. Yeah, and now some of these same cards are popping up, and I keep shuffling them, and when I pulled on this forest, somebody may be pregnant here, or there was a pregnancy, okay, of some kind, or another child. There may have been a hidden pregnancy of some kind, or some news, or something that happened around August. Damn, why did I just say that? No. Oh no, something that happened around August. I don't know. And then there's like a Ace of Pentacles and a Princess of Pentacles. But somebody's in seclusion and in grief and sorrow right now. So if the Ace of Pentacles and the Princess of Pentacles is positive, I don't know, I just feel like those are both aligned to Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So could have something significant to do. This person may have been in the forest since January, since May. Okay, between January and May. They may have been secluded in a forest, dealing with rough 12th house forest issues here. They may not be able to see the forest through the trees to get out. They're in grief and sorrow. There's judgment here, so the divine's aware and is definitely trying to help. Whether you can hear someone is something else. Okay? What's this Thanatos about? There's definitely something here also that popped off here, like when Mars and Jupiter were in conjunction in the past few weeks, which was in the past few weeks, which would have really given somebody, especially a male with any placements there, a big drive, or a female. There's a big drive towards something, maybe to get out of the forest. I don't know. But it's like a locomotive that you can't stop there, you know? And Aries is the ram. A lot of forward momentum and drive, okay? Venus passed over it and is now in the middle of Taurus, okay? There may have been a shotgun wedding here because of a hidden pregnancy. 7 of Cups. Oh God, this is like a repeat of that story. And if it is Queen of Cups, if it is a repeat of that story, go listen to that Pisces 2 and Pisces 1 too. But the Pisces 2, which I'll post later today. Oh geez, this is like the same shit coming up. There's some injustice here revolving around this Queen of Cups, who's a manipulative person. There's some love offer made here. If it's the same individuals, they've been together on and off for years and have had significant breaches of trust in the past between them. And then there was like some shenanigans and like somebody tried to trap somebody basically. And I never get that kind of stuff in readings. I haven't had to do any of that yet. I think I've had one reading where I was like, there's a possible pregnancy. Here it is again. There's some injustice here, sexually. Somebody may have been infertile. There may have been infertility issues. There may have been artificial insemination issues. There may have been, I don't know. What's this Thanatos? There may have been a loss of a pregnancy. Somebody's in their head about another 2 cups relationship. They're very, very stressed out. 9 of Swords. What is this? There was an ending here, or stress. 10 of Wands, really heavy burden. Somebody's carrying too much, okay? That's going to break their back, okay? Because they've been carrying it too long. And guess where the castle is? Guess where the castle is? Because the 10 of Wands, you know what you're doing. You know, that's like to completion, 10 of Wands. You know, you want to carry those to the castle when you're on the final stretch. Guess where the freaking castle is? There's no fucking castle. There is no fucking castle. There is no big home. There is no freaking castle. This person just cares about what they have on the outside, not on the inside. And somebody's real freaking manipulative here. There may never be a castle. There may never be a home. There never be something's off. Something's real freaking weird. And we have a Queen of Cups in reverse. And I'm like, confirmed that from that Sigmund Freud. Okay? Because that's what a Queen of Cups in reverse does. Manipulative. Okay? The manipulative shrink. 7 of Wands. This is a freaking backfire. This is a big backfire. It can also be standing your ground and defending yourself. Somebody may need to do that here to get out of the freaking forest. But they're so filled with grief and sorrow, and they're like in a freaking 12th house days right now, that now it could be that the past couple weeks with that Jupiter and Mars thing, they woke up. They got like a rush of adrenaline and woke the frick up, you know, and they're like chucking towards something. And if you watch the thing on the full moon, definitely check that out, because something could peak around the time of the full moon. Okay, especially with Mars and Jupiter. I went over Mars and Jupiter specifically, dealing with father issues. Okay, sense of responsibility issues that your father taught you, that you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. Okay. That's not always true, but sometimes we hear our parents' voices without being able to discern what they'd really say in a certain situation. Okay, because they don't know the details because they're not around anymore or whatever, you know? And plus, whatever they would say now is totally different than what they'd say then. Okay, because I think we can all agree if there's an afterlife, we evolve on the other side a little bit. Though we come here to evolve, we find out a lot more over there before, you know. And if you believe we come back down here, again with the babies, the fool, there's a fool's leap that wanted to be made, or somebody hooked up with somebody and got somebody pregnant. King of Cups. Somebody drinks a lot. Okay, but whatever is going on now, they're carrying way too many burdens. And you know where you carry these? To the castle, but there is no freaking castle. And this will break your back if you keep carrying it. Okay? Somebody's carrying their atlas right now. And they've done it for so long that and with like whatever's popping for them, they're like in a 12th house days in this forest looking for a portal, but they can't see beyond the trees. Okay? And there's some sort of death or transformation here. Then there's a bridge. Maybe it's a bridge out. Could be. Okay, but there's some sort of fool's leap or a true baby here. Okay, or there was a loss of a baby here, or some shenanigans. Okay, and like I told you, Empress in reverse. That's not good. Empress in reverse doesn't nurture anything. She's not nurturing. She doesn't know her value, and she doesn't nurture. You know, 5 of Wands. Some sort of competitive situations around here, you know, some sort of manipulation. What's this bridge? 10 of Swords. It's like somebody blew the bridge. Somebody what's that movie with Tom Hanks where they blow the bridge? Or where, you remember, what's the name of that movie? Where they're in France during World War II. And they either blow the bridge or they didn't have the bridge, so that, you know, Saving Private Ryan. Somebody blew up the freaking bridge for this guy to get out. Okay, that's what I feel like happened. Okay, or this guy feels trapped, like he can't get out over the bridge. 10 of Swords. But remember what I said about that 7 of Wands. It's like a stand your ground. It's a backfire too, and that shit will ricochet right back if you have good spiritual protection. If you pray. If you tap in. If somebody is doing bad shit to you, they're not going to be able to get away with it. It ends. Can't do it. It's not lasting. It's not, That's not, nothing, nobody can put you in an Eight of Wands cage unless you allow them to. Okay? Okay? Especially when they don't have the Force on their side. That was really like way Star Warsy, and I'm not a Star Wars dork, okay? I remember like 2 of them and that's it. I couldn't tell you any of the characters' names, except for the most important ones, okay? I could tell you a couple Yoda quotes, that's about it. Needless to say. We have a force here, a good force and a bad force. We have somebody that's manipulating bad forces to get what they want at the expense of someone else who's in a lot of pain for some reason. You know, and what did I say? Improperly manipulating magician, okay? This is like, it's not in the positive, okay? Not when it pops out right when I say that with a reversed Empress. This is somebody who wants to look like they are everything on the outside, but on the inside of the house, they're not nurturing. They're not loving. It's just all about them. They don't, you know, this person, whoever this person is, can't love very hard because they're freaking, oh God, I can't stay with this story long. We're going to have to wrap it up. 6 of Cups again. Somebody's manifesting some sort of family scenario through trickery and endings and death and pain and grief and sorrow. It's a hell of a way to, that's a hell of a way to make a catch. All right. All right. The Father, the Cave, and the Unseen. Let's ask about the Unseen. I gotta get a different deck. I'm not going with this forever. I just can't. It's just it's too rough, okay? But I can promise you it'll show back up because I feel like one or both of these individuals was in that Pisces read that I just did on Pisces part 2, and I wasn't even using any of these oracles or any of this, some of these other things. What's this Unseen? Ugh, I don't know if I can handle this deck on this. It's gonna, okay, what's this Unseen? Somebody is like, there's some like, I don't want to say sex magic, but there's like something, there's like sex, God, this happened the other day. It was like sex, drugs, and rock and roll and like mistakes, you know? You're not supposed to get behind the wheel of a car and drive when you're too inebriated. You also shouldn't have unprotected sex with people you're not really sure if you want to marry. Okay, we all make mistakes though. Okay, everybody makes mistakes. But this is not just a mistake. This is like, you know, this is somebody who's like bought the frickin' cow, you know, instead of just like, he bought into the whole fandango. Why, you know, because, you know, why? Because somebody got him at this time. Again with the 6 of Cups. 4 of Wands in reverse. Somebody may leave. This is depressing, man. I don't know if I can. I hate these. I don't want to say I hate these cards. They're beautiful illustrations. They just have a lot of. I ordered another set. It's like the same shit. It's like I gotta put it with the set with the knives for bad stories like this. I don't know. Anyways, somebody is in massive grief and sorrow. Okay, let's find out if. Let's find this out. Tell me about this castle. The Emperor, daddy issue, daddy figure, again with this father figure and this castle and these heavy burdens and this, now I gotta, there's like a 4 of Wands here. There's some sort of family thing here that I don't see a lot of healthy cups love with, just besides the 6 of Cups, that it's like either an old soulmate, which a soulmate can be a karmic, you know, it's an old soulmate, there's old family connections holding this thing together, and possibly a false pregnancy, a real pregnancy, an abortion, or an actual karmic child, which may or may not be from this person or another person. All right, and now I got somebody else that's like missing somebody else, that they feel stuck and they're like in a bad way. And then I've got this freaking Emperor here, again with the father energy, possibly with Aries. I have a Four of Wands, again with the marriage, and Five of Pentacles. Somebody is either really hard up for money right now because of this shit that's gone on here, or they're afraid they're going to be if they leave. Take it as it resonates. Again with the third party energy and the Fool's Leap. There's another like child here. This lady is really manipulative. This stuff, I can't even repeat this stuff. It made me so sick. And like the second one. Okay? I don't think I can do it. Okay, let's ask this. How does he get out of sorrow? Whew! Let's ask how we get out of this mess. How about that? How do we get out of this mess? How does our boy with grief and sorrow get out of this mess? Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. There's some other option here that can bring him a 10 of Pentacles, and maybe somebody else. He's got to rebuild up his wealth. He's got to go to from the 5 to the 10. He's got to find something else. Oh, Jesus. Somebody else. And then I get the Queen of Water with the Six of Cups again. Somebody else here. What is this? How does he get out? Ugh. You know what I get too? I get that that other child, that other Page of Rods there, she was really anticipating this other child. Whether they had it or not, she's been like asking or begging for this other child. You see her like there playing with Pinocchio, and Pinocchio looks like, it looks like Pinocchio, like the whole deal about the pregnancy was fake, or it's never gonna happen. Pinocchio's nose is growing, all right? The naivety here, somebody played the fool. This is not the good jumping off fool's card, okay? This is like the let's play frickin' house fool's card and nobody really knows what they're doing and you're talking to Pinocchio, okay? Something here real shady as shit, okay? That's all I'm gonna say, which I think we got, okay? Knight of Air. Somebody needs to communicate and move very swiftly. Knight of Air is one of the fastest moving knights in the deck. Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. Run, Forrest, run. That's a terrible thing to say. All right. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Wherever you planted the harvest, it's not good. There's something else here. There's somebody else here. There's some sort of material here. There's some sort of, somebody's got some weird sexual fetishes here. Okay. They do weird shit. All right. They may have got a hold of some stuff that doesn't belong to them. Okay? For some reason, yeah, now I got another 7, 7, 7. I got seven of Cups, options, okay? Oh, geez, I can't handle another one of these stories. How does he get out? Left, 9 of Air. He's got to step out of the picture. He's got to realize he's in an illusion and step out. He's got to decide to step out, obviously. Will is everything. But he is so stuck in it for so long, he's got to have a clear head. He's got to move quick. And he's got to realize that he can jump out of the picture. Look at this. Okay, this is like 9 of Swords, which can keep you up in your head, stressing, going over the same circle. But like, look at this one. Like, you can step out of whatever picture you want when you want in a material body, okay? It's all an illusion. bondage, the devil, is an illusion. Remember in the original tarot that you can pull those. It might not be the easiest thing in the world, but this is miserable, and somebody's going to drink themselves to death or get lost in the forest or on a boat and never come back. They are not coming back. If they, I don't. There's some major shit problems here, okay? And somebody is like got a drinking problem, and I got Billie Holiday here. Somebody's got like a pain pill issue. Okay, so, and that's exactly how she wants him. Because he ain't going fucking nowhere, is he? This is really sad, guys. Okay, give me more. 2 of air. He's at a crossroads. He's got to make the decision. He's got to take action. He's got to get on that freaking horse and ride out. He's got to see that he can lift himself out of the picture. Maybe he sees that when he's like inebriated enough, but then he doesn't have the motivation to move or the decent thinking to think about how to move, or he forgets and then he just falls asleep and has a dream. Oh, this is freaking 6 of fire. 6 of Wands. That's what he's got to do to get the victory. He's got to make the choice, crossroads, okay? He's got to do it and get on the horse here, okay? Or it isn't going to happen, okay? Somebody's going to get... she's literally eating his heart. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Oh, I don't like these. I need like a good set. He's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to make the decision on his own, but he's got to go. There's some shit here with paperwork or electronic media or some shit that she has on him. I've seen it in like 4 cards now. She probably threatens him with it. He's got to like boss up King of Fire. That may have started to happen when Mars and Jupiter were conjunct. Okay? This is not a healthy 2 of Cups relationship. He's got to step into his King of Wands fire power. Okay? Jupiter and Mars gave him that, could have given him that. I don't see it. I don't see it ending real well if like there aren't serious changes made. Like, both of them are gonna frickin' blow a gasket. Okay, and she's just happy to sit there, and it's like the frickin' nurse that like brings the dying patient and ODs them. That's what this reminds me of. Not to say that she doesn't need him there for a little while as like a virtual zombie. That's just fine, all right. I can't handle this story. I told you how he's got to get out. He's got to get on the horse. Okay, he may have the passion and the fire now to do it. There's some sick shit here he doesn't want anybody to know about. Those 2 may have done some weird stuff, okay? Or he may have done stuff on the side. She may have done stuff on the side. Or they may have liked to do stuff together. They may have dipped their toes into the, realm of whatever, and now she's manipulating with it. Threatening to ruin his reputation with it, whatever it is. And she's got backup on it, whatever it is. Materials, paper or data or video, some sort. Oh, what a witch. Get out, run. Run for the hills. 10 of air. Yeah, it's dead done. God, this was coming up in Pisces too. I was like, it's dead done or something. Like, kept coming. It's done, dead, done or something. I don't know. It kept coming up in Pisces too. If this resonates with you, definitely make sure you listen to that one. There is the devil. The devil needs to, I got the 10 of Swords with the devil. He needs to put an end to the situation. Somebody may have Capricorn in there, or Capricorn placements, okay? And so there needs to be an end to this long-standing scenario that's very unhealthy for the parties involved, and now somebody's stuck in a forest in a 12th house. Okay, but they can get out. I went over it, okay? They can get out, okay? They just got to realize they're in the picture and that they can pop out of the Mona Lisa, okay? And that seems probably like that can't happen. You know? The Mona Lisa can't pop out of a painting. No, but you are human with 2 real legs, you know? Real will, okay? So we can do things that people in paintings can't. But there may be so many illusions and like smoke and mirrors here, and people can do that. Like I've been with somebody that was manipulative before, okay? They like to keep you very, very busy. Very, very busy. They like to keep you in that 10 of Wands all the time. I feel like this person is like, does like, plays with people, because that's how she gets her kicks, because she doesn't really get kicks from, I don't know, I have to say, like, she, what's that word when you're like both, like you don't identify as either male or female, but not in the way that like you respect both sexes, in the way that like you're kind of like a narcissist and you're numb on the inside, so you really don't recognize like those kinds of things. Okay, so you get your kicks off control, and you get your, in not a loving way. And you know what Jeffrey Dahmer, like take people home and just kept them like zombies, like that. Okay, I'm not saying that that's what's going on here. I'm saying that it's a light version of just your regular toxic shit, okay? And somebody is really sick from it. They're really sick. They're really sad. And like there's depression here, but there is a way out and there is a drive. So if this story resonated with you, there's a way out, okay? And you've already felt it. You've already seen like you've already felt the energy. You've already felt your energy change, okay? All right, and you've already had a period of some sort of seclusion, which has brought you some sort of clarity, and you may pop out of the painting here, okay? Or flip the script on some Roy G. Biv. Oh my God, I just quoted a rap song by Asher Ra. Okay? All right, with that said, I am going to sign off and sign out. I'll see you guys later.